What's up guys, Curtis here, welcome to a brand new episode of the Football Manager Journeyman Save. Today, the season's coming towards a close. I think we may have one or two more episodes left of the season. We could potentially win the league this episode, so it's a big one. Let's roll the intro. Before we do get into the actual gameplay of the episode though, I do want to remind you guys I have set up a Patreon. I let you guys know in the last episode that is to kind of like fund this Football Manager Save and help me to create more content, because obviously monetarily the Football Manager Save doesn't make sense for me and this is my job. So if anyone can find any money they can for the Patreon, as little or as big as you can, it would be greatly appreciated as always. There is a link to it in the description down below. Just go have a read, whatever you like. Last time you saw me, we played against Ruben Kazan. We drew 0-0. We realised that I mentioned in that episode that we'd scored for like a year in a row, basically. I was one day off going a year without scoring, and I forgot to mention afterwards, we failed 364 days we went. That's so annoying. We scored in every game, but we made up for it in the next two games with a huge 6-2 win over Dynamo Moscow. We were 5-0 up just after half-time, 5-1 up, sorry. And Thierry Ambrose scoring for them. A very good player, actually. We had him at AEZ, if you guys remember. Turned our season around right at the end, but a good signing. And then we beat Tom 3-0. We're about to play Zenit, who are 5th, Terek, who are 3rd, and I think the next episode will be Lokomotiv Moscow, who are 2nd, and Kuban Krasnodar. But we are currently 9 points clear at the top with 6 games left to go. That means there's 18 points up for grabs. If we win both our games and Lokomotiv Moscow don't win any or draw 2, they can't get... Basically, if they get less than 3 points, we will win the league on this episode if we win both our games. But we are playing against Zenit, who are obviously in 5th, and we play against 4th. So we've... Oh, 3rd even. We have a tricky run in. It's not going to be easy. I've accidentally just submitted the team, which I didn't mean to do. We are the 4 to 6 favourites. I'll show you the team here. We have Kuznetsov, of course, starting at right back. It's basically the usual side. I just feel like I don't announce the team enough before games, so I want to kind of make it sure so you guys get used to everyone a little bit more. We have our 2 Russian defenders right there. Akinfeyev is in goal because Mitrishkin has picked up a knock. The 2 Russian centre-backs and full-back. We've got Jordan Murray, the English lad, at left centre-back. Marcus Alonso at left-back. Aaron McNamara in DM, Djorkaev, our Russian boy, in central midfield, Carlos Alenia, the Spanish guy, Yuri Tielemans in the trequartista behind Yuri Demin and Shaland. I don't know Shalander's first name. Christoph, I did know that actually. Hopefully we can go on and win. I have noticed in the past that Frey, their striker, where is he, number 16, has given us some trouble before. They've got Scampini, Neustadt still, Shatov. An okay team on the bench. Anyone interested? Not really. Crescito, I recognise. Coquelin, Javi Garcia, Dizubia. I think we should be alright against this Zenit side, but it is quite a good squad. We're the first teams to play in the division, so we will be setting the tone for what is still to come. And hopefully we can get a nice early win. I might even make this a triple header if there's a chance we can win the league on the last game. We'll see how it goes. If we can win the league, it will be a triple header. They have just had a really good chance. Frey, I singled him out earlier on and he just heads it over. Start of the game, though, we've been doing quite well. 5 shots to 1. We're the better of the 2 teams so far. Marcus Alonso has the ball. He whips it in. Doesn't find anyone, really. I thought it was going to find the head of Yuri Tielemans, but it doesn't, which is a little bit disappointing. But the ball goes long to Frey. Miaznikov cuts it out. And we've won the ball back again. An amazing pass there from McNamara. Plays it to Shalander. He's going to whip it in. Tielemans is there. He missed the header early on. He doesn't miss those. And that means we are 12 points clear of 2nd. They have got a game in hand, but that is the perfect start. There is a slight possibility if Lokomotiv Moscow properly bottle it, that we could end up winning the league. Shalander did really well here to get the cross in, despite facing away from goal. A lovely driven cross, Tielemans. That's what Tielemans does. He doesn't score much, but whenever he does, he's in this area and he just pokes it in into one of the corners. I'm going to quickly look at Lokomotiv Moscow's fixtures. They play against Angie and Kuban Krasnodar. Well, we could win the league on the 3rd game. So if it comes to that 3rd game and we haven't won the league, I'm going to play it this episode. No, I'm going to save it for the next episode, actually. If we need to have a title-winning episode, it needs to be dedicated to it. That's basically a cup final, isn't it? We're playing against the team in 2nd place. doesn't get much better than that. Hopefully Terek drops some points too. I think we play them next, so that'll be good to help us build a bit more of a lead. Kuznetsov throws the ball in though to Shelander. It goes to Yuri Tielemans. He plays it back out to Alenia. For some reason, we've played the ball all the way back to our centre-back, Marcus Alonso. Demin, is he going to turn and shoot? He turns his man incredibly. What a lovely goal that is. The domination we're having against Zenit right now is out of this world. And it's safe to say we are going to win the league at a canter this season, which means we have one more season at CSKA in the Champions League. I don't want to be staying here for long. I said to a lot of people, we'll qualify for the Champions League and then we'll like readdress our situation. But we've got such an exciting squad that I feel like we need to have at least one season here, kind of see what's going on, enjoy our season in the Champions League. Some of our players will be a bit older, and then maybe at the end of next season, we'll kind of readdress the situation, see what's going on. But yeah, the squad is just too good at the moment to be running off. Some people were saying if we win the league, we should leave. I couldn't disagree more if I'm completely honest. I feel like we need to make the most of our first proper Champions League qualifying season. I know we had the Champions League when we first joined the club, but that didn't really count because it wasn't even Champions League, it was Europa League. We had Europa League when we joined the club. I want us to have a season in the group stage. And next season won't be focused on the league as well, guys. I will show you the odd big games in the league. Alenia steps up, hits the crossbar. I will show you the odd game in the league next year, but the focus will be on all of our Champions League games. Yeah, we'll barely even be looking at what happens in the league. So even if you're a little bit worried about that, don't be. It'll still be like a 7-episode season, but most games will have a Champions League game and a league game. We've actually scored here. Myasnikov has poked one home. I did not expect that to go in. We whipped the corner in and it was headed down by two players. I'll let you watch the replay here as I didn't speak to the end. And then you whipped in a beautiful back post corner. Rapalini heads it down to Demin, who tucks it over to Myasnikov. Doesn't score many goals, old Myasnikov, our centre-back. But a lovely, lovely finish there. That's what we like to see. Giuliano has the ball now coming forward. I'm assuming the ref will blow the whistle. A huge 3-0 win there over Zenit. Sets us up for some excitement now. Depending on what happens in other games, we may be able to win the league this episode. I kind of don't want to, though. I want to basically have our cup final against Lokomotiv Moscow in the next game. Like, in the next episode. We'll play Terek, who are third. If we win the next two games, I think we win the league. We'll see. We'll look at other results, though. Messi wants Yuri Tielemans at the new camp. Really, mate? You're talking like 35 million for him. He's good. He is a good player. I would take 35 million though. He's valued at 21. He's been alright for us. He is, however, out for 5 to 7 days, so we will miss our next game, I believe. That was Igor Akinfeyev's 500th league appearance for CSKA Moscow. I don't believe it. He's basically played every game in the league, every season. I played him solid for 2 seasons. I have dropped him in a few this year. But wow. He's had 4 sub-appearances in friendlies, apparently. Lads, the money we get from sponsorship deals is a joke. We just got a £45 million sponsorship deal for 1 year. It's a 1-year deal and we get 45 million quid. We had a 33 million one a couple months ago. Just those 2 alone, that's 78 million. We make a lot of money at this club. Just on sponsors, those 4 alone, you're absolutely laughing. You're 110 million a year. Crazy. Basically, our entire team makes it into Team of the Month. Demin, Elena, Myasnikov, everyone makes it in. And Player of the Month, Myasnikov came second and Demin came third, which is just brilliant. Guys, I just checked. Lokomotiv Moscow lost. They've hit the worst form of the season. I think it coincides with Zotov getting injured because I think he has missed the last like 6 games and they've basically lost all of them. He last played here in a 3-2 defeat, but he played in all of their, like, they hadn't lost in ages with him in the club. So, do you know what that means? That means we could win the league today. If we see, so Lokomotiv Moscow played before us, if we see that they've lost, we could be going into the game meaning 1 win wins us the league. I did not expect that. Let's see what happened. Day 1, okay. They survived for 1 more day. They managed to beat Kuban Krasnodar 2-1. So that means if I was to win, I'm not sure if we'd win it on head-to-head. Would we win the league on head-to-head? League sorting rules, games won, results between teams, goal difference. I don't think they'd actually announce it today, but I think a win would mean we have won the league, which is quite mental. We are going to make a couple changes to the squad because we have a few. Well, just the one actually. Just Yuri Tielemans is coming out. That's it. We're just going to get straight into it. Everyone's morale is incredible. We should go and win this game with complete ease. Terrick are 13 points behind us. I feel like we've been much better. Regardless, the next game could be the decider on whether or not we win the league, which is quite exciting, isn't it? Djorkaeff on the ball now. Plays it to McNamara. 20 minutes into the game. We haven't got our goal yet, but Kuznetsov on the right-hand side. A bit of an overlap. His crossing typically isn't very good, but they've converted it into the back of their own net. Vasin. Quite lucky, really. I'm going to watch it again. Like I said, his crossing is usually quite bad. But I think we may have got away with that one there. I think we may have got away with it. The cross, I mean, it would have found our man. He's poked a toe out and it's just snuck into the bottom corner of the net. Not bad. 1-0. I'll take it. They play it long now. It's in the middle of the field. As always, McNamara picks it out and pulls off an absolute delight of a pass. The guy is such a talent. Demmin is surging forward here now. Kotov has the ball. That was nearly another own goal there. It's crazy the golfing class in this division. Really is. They're probably going to equalise just after I said that. But we really are a lot better than everyone else in this league. I think we're probably going to win it by 18 points because there's still 4 games left to go. And we are, well, we're not right now, but in general, we have been playing quite poorly. I'm having a go at the 2 strikers here because I'm quite upset with them. But we've got a 1-0 lead, but just feel like we can do better, don't you know? Kuznetsov has the ball now. He's running down the right-hand side. He manages to somehow beat number 4 here. Kotov plays it into Demmin. Some lovely 1-2 football. Wow, what a goal that was. That was incredible. The passing there was unreal. Kotov somehow finds Demmin in one of the most ridiculous 1-2s. How he found Demmin there? Wow. 2-0. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. Da, 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 da. We're going to win. We need 1 point to win the league. Isn't that quite exciting? 1 point will win us the league. Or Lokomotiv. We've won it. We have won the league. The only way Lokomotiv Moscow can win the league now is... I don't think it's possible, you know. It said games won. I'm not sure if that means head-to-head or just this win column. And they've lost. They've had more draws. So technically, I think they could catch us. But they'd have less wins. I think we technically win the league after this game. Marcos Alonso's got himself sent off, which is always helpful when you're trying to hold out a win to win the league. We'll bring on, probably bring on Bogdanov, I guess. Who's having a, well, who should we take off? We'll take off Kotov. He's only young. There we go. We'll just try and shore that up. In fact, we're going for a slightly unusual one. Don't judge us too hard. This is how we're ending the game up. I don't really know what I've just done with that team there, but we bought on Bogdanov, we bought on Amayev or whatever his name is, and we also bought on Sane. A couple new players. If it goes to 2-1 here, I wouldn't... I'll be telling you the truth if I said I was terrified. McNamara wins the ball out. If he slides it in this gap to Shellander, go on, beat your man. I don't know why I decided to keep Shellander on instead of Demmin. I really don't know, actually, but just felt like the right thing to do. They're coming forward now. Obliakov plays it over the top, but Bogdanov, the new left back, don't really understand what he's just done there. They've pulled one back. What was this? Are you kidding me? So much has gone wrong there. Right, counter. I regret everything already. He can still just play as a winger. We're going to go structured, retain possession, shorter passing, be more disciplined, no more overlap. There we go. Kind of shut up shop a little bit. Marcos Alonso, you mug. Why'd you have to get sent off now? I mean, a draw, we still win the league in the next game if we win the match. But I don't want to be going into the next episode requiring a win against second in the division. Because you know that's destined to go horribly wrong, isn't it? Oh my, this is 2-2. Where were my defence? We're on counter structured. Where were my defence there? No. No. Let's just look at this when he plays the pass here. I'm just going to put us into just going to put us into 2D. Why are you all there? Why is there 3 unmarked players? That's embarrassing. Now I've broke the game. They stride forward without a problem. Kalla plays it over to him. Now we're only 10 points clear. So we definitely have to wait until the next game. There is a highlight directly after. If we lose now, I'll be fuming. This is all your fault, Marcos Alonso. Maybe my fault slightly with the weird tactic changes. I could have just bought on Bogdanov and just taken off an attack in mid. and kept our system somewhat the same instead of taking every player out of our midfield. Yeah, now I mention it, actually, that was quite a bad idea. Well, 2-2. Guys, come back for the next episode to see if we win the league or not. The next episode will be a double header, but a bit of a sneaky one. No, it won't be. It will be a double header. The next episode will be a double header of Lokomotiv Moscow, hopefully winning us the league. I'm going to fine him 2 weeks' wages for that. I don't care if you think it was unfair. You mug. It's going to be a double header of Lokomotiv Moscow, and then we play bottom of the league. That'll be our celebration. We're going to beat Lokomotiv Moscow, and then we'll have the League One, we'll be running home with it, and then we're going to go to Cuban, Krasnodar, and play literally 12-year-olds all over the pitch. So, thank you so much for watching this. Bogdanov is kicking off. Well, you were terrible, mate. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Smash that like button if you enjoyed it. We're on the verge of winning our first piece of silverware. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed this episode. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Am I doing the Macarena? Bye, guys.